Hi, and welcome to Astral Messages. My name is Angela, and I'll be bringing through guided messages for the sign of Gemini today. And I have your pre-shuffled oracle message here, which is create some space. Now, we went through the 111 portal and on the 1st of January, and with that came a massive release. So it's like things that can't come with you, and that is a process. So it's also allowing the change within and in your environment to continue to release and create space, because what that's doing is creating space for the new to come in, which is beautiful. So I'm getting it feels like almost like download. So really creating space in the mind, clearing out old beliefs, systems, and just giving yourself time not to be overthinking, analyzing. Okay, Gemini, let's get some more messages out for you. So thank you so much for being here. These messages are for the collective, so I encourage you to tap into your intuition during these reads and to discern what resonates for you and your personal journey. If you feel called to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, January 2026. What messages do you have, Spirit, for Gemini? Okay, thank you. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. Yeah, we do have a full moon in Cancer on the 3rd of Jan, so you may be feeling quite emotional at this time. This feels like, I know emotions heightened with that 111 portal, and that's usually open till about the 11th. So it does have a space, create some space, but to release. And so old emotions may be coming up. There is a reprogramming, so old belief systems are being released, and with that, it can make your nervous system and your actual whole body feel vulnerable, and it can also feel disorienting. You may have anxiety, just general, all sorts of emotions come up, sadness. Allow them to be released, allow them to come through and flow through without needing to analyze and to understand them. They just almost allow them to roll through. It can be a little bit of a confusing time, but yeah, beautiful. A new start is coming, new moon. So it's all in preparation for this new start. Creating space. We need to create space for the new to come in. Beautiful. Okay. And particularly for those that are having a lot of physical symptoms during this time, just remember to breathe, to ground, to really, it's going to challenge you not to overthink as well. And I know Gemini, being an air sign, I mean, all signs do it, but you in particular can really like to analyze and prepare mentally, right? So it's letting go of needing to do anything, needing to prepare, needing to think, needing to understand. And by allowing that and trusting that your body can process the emotions and move through this transition, because ultimately we're all in a transition phase. Okay, let's dive a little deeper. Let's get the tarot. Messages for Gemini for January 2026. What does Gemini need to know, please, Spirit? Please and thank you. The Seven of Cups and the Moon. Yeah, I just feel like there's this unknown. Both of these energies are confusion, unknown, don't know where to go, don't know what to do, maybe feeling very disoriented. We are going through massive identity shifts as well, energetically and collectively. So maybe there's a sense of, I don't know who I am as well. So hence the moon, right? Emotions are running high. We have a full moon coming in as well, which just can amplify that. Okay, so let's have a look at your energy, Gemini. The Fool. Yes, this is you wanting to take a leap of faith into the new. A new start is coming. We're at that beginning of the year, so there's this desire to leap, to start afresh, to put action to plans. And you may be feeling a little lost in that because we're in that transition phase as well. For some, at least. Okay, what is your challenge here? The Hierophant. So this is Taurus energy. This is commitment. This is spirit, ultimately. So this is the universe. It feels like life lessons as well. There's a lot of energy coming off that. But what I feel here is you're wanting to take a leap of faith. The challenge here is to commit to something. Maybe you have options with the Seven of Cups. Maybe you've got this clean slate and you're like, my gosh, what am I going to do? I don't know what to commit to. I don't know what to put my energy towards here. But you know that you do want to start with the zero here, with the Fool. What's coming towards you, Gemini? The Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you're balancing out the energy. I feel like you potentially could have options as well. It keeps coming up with the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But with this transition, you are also balancing out the energies, alchemizing, transmuting, releasing. Okay, you may be feeling like you're juggling as well. This could also represent a decision that's coming towards you. All right, what's your advice here? The Hanged Man, a shift in perception. Take a time to pause, because I feel like your world potentially could be feeling like it's being flipped upside down. Even if nothing externally has changed, internally, there's a lot going on energetically. So, and this is for your highest good because it is a process of shifting your perception. Okay, let's dive deeper and get some clarifiers out. Oh, that Fool wanting to come out again. Yeah, you definitely have. I think you can feel this new start energy coming in. Okay, why is the Fool here for Gemini, please? We have the Two of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Hierophant. Wow. So for some, this may be a connection, wish fulfillment. The Hierophant is a commitment card, so it is also a marriage card as well. Could be a soul contract for some, and you're wanting to take a leap of faith towards it. Now, for some, if relationships aren't on the cards here, it's almost like a balance between your divine masculine and feminine energies. So you're feeling more balanced within self. Then you know, okay, I feel grounded in the fact that I can move forward. Taurus energy with the Hierophant. So this could be within business partnerships, within connections, and within yourself. Okay, it's going to be different for everyone. Now your challenge is the Hierophant. Also, because Hierophant represents 5, which is change. So divinely led change is in your challenge. Why is the Hierophant here, please, Spirit? Ooh. We have the 8 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We have the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. This definitely could be a connection for some. This could be committing to, this is the happily ever after card, whatever that looks like for you, but see 2 people coming together, the family. It's emotional fulfillment. Now with the 8 of Wands, this is fast moving energy. And oh my goodness, the Knight of Cups. This could be communicating from the heart space. And the 6 of Cups, my goodness. This could be soulmate energy. Now, for those that aren't interested in, obviously, connections, which just feels very strongly it is, but doesn't have to be. This can just be operating from that heart space, feeling more balanced within. And it's interesting that this is in your challenge, because this looks very beautiful energy. Because to me, it's almost like it's the commitment to this, to following your heart, that is the challenge. Why is this the challenge, please, Spirit? Why is this the challenge? Yeah, the 8 of Swords. Remember I was saying you may be overthinking, a lot of anxiety, because there's something about a decision, the 2 of Pentacles as well. Maybe it's choosing and committing to joy. What brings you joy, fills your cup. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so what's coming towards you is the 2 of Pentacles. What's the 2 of Pentacles here for? The Devil. This is that fear. This is the overthinking. This is where, like, you're wanting to take a leap of faith, to follow your heart space, to commit to it. But the commitment is the challenge, because you're faced with a lot of fear here. And like I said, anxiety is coming up. We're releasing old identities, old ways of being, thought patterns. And when we let go, create some space of things that no longer serve us, anxiety and fear can come up, because the old system wants to cling to something. It used to cling to those old limitations, old beliefs. They're no longer there. So what do I cling to? And there's all this unknown, right? A lot of emotions. Interesting. Can you tell us more about the 2 of Pentacles and the Devil? Yeah, here's this new start. It feels like it's a new start in a relationship, a new business partnership. The 6 of Cups. This is a soul connection for some. And if this is in business, this is something that brings your soul a lot of joy. It's coming in the 3D with it being a pentacle, but also what I'm getting with the Six of Cups and the Devil, which is Capricorn energy, and we are in Capricorn season, is the fear from the past is coming up. And so there's this do I, don't I energy in committing to this new start. Whatever the start is for you, it's going to be different for everyone. Okay, so your advice here is the Hanged Man. So let's have a look at the Hanged Man for Gemini, please. Yes. So there is a lot of self-sabotage rising, which is that fear. Whew. Because this is something that is coming from the heart space, and you're having to make a decision, and the Eight of Swords, but you are overthinking and allowing potentially the fear, the self-sabotage to come in. Now, you may feel this quite heavily in the body. It's interesting that I'm getting that for you, Gemini. The anxiety, the fear, this love that you're experiencing, whether this is self-love, love of life, love with another, it may feel threatening to you because it is new. It's not something that you're used to. Maybe this is a different kind of love. And so your advice here is to look at something differently. Maybe even it's just being aware of your emotions, good and bad. I do feel like, let's have a look, see if there's a message in here for you. Look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. There's something about perspective shift, looking at something differently. That's all I'm getting here for your advice. I feel like that for some reason, like I feel like the viewers, like I need more on this advice, because especially if these emotions are feeling very intense. Advice please for Gemini for January. Ancestral healing and Chamber of Soul gifts. You have the gifts within to heal this ancestral healing here. So I feel like what's shifting is a perception that is potentially generational. Notice the patterns here. Go within, because within noticing those patterns, you'll be able to see a different perspective. Now, I'm getting also guided to let you know that to do that, to have a look at the patterns, you have to do it be very conscious of your emotions. So if you've got a lot of anxiety, the last thing you want to be doing is kind of trying to heal ancestral patterns. So it's more about calming the nervous system, grounding. And once you are grounded and in that feeling safe space to go in, you may be guided to an inner child meditation, which I have done, and I'll link it here for you to refer to if you feel guided. Okay, Gemini, this is your message. I'm sending you much love, light, and insight, and I'll see you next time.